Hello, my world. Welcome to my channel Garden Sampada Info. Today, in my part 2 of video, I'm going to explain part 3 of the Constitution Fundamental Rights from Article 25 to 35. So, let's begin. First brother, at the age of 25, he developed freedom of conscience. What is conscience? Conscience means nothing but to think what is right and what is wrong. So he also managed some religious affairs and took care that no person should be forced to pay taxes for what? For promotion of any particular religion. And he also ensured freedom as to attendance at religious instructions without obstructing anyone. In detail, at the age of 25, he developed freedom of conscience, what is right and what is wrong. That's the reason he managed religious affairs, and he made sure that no person should be forced to pay taxes, and also ensured that anyone can attend religious instruction without obstruction. In this way, he ensured freedom of religion. Now let's see keywords from the story. At age 25, here 25 is the keyword. He developed what? Freedom of conscience. Here freedom of conscience is 25th keyword. So he also did what? He managed religious affairs. Managed religious affairs, it is 26th keyword. That no person should be compelled to pay taxes. Here pay taxes is 27th keyword. For what? For promotion of any particular religion. No person should be compelled to pay taxes for promotion of any particular religion. And he also ensured freedom as to attendance at religious instruction. This is 28th keyword. Freedom as to attendance at religious instruction is 28th keyword. Now we are done with keywords. Let's connect keywords to the articles. Here, from 25th keyword, freedom of conscience, we can recall article number 25, freedom of conscience and free profession, practice and propagation of religion. From 26th keyword, managed religious affairs, we can recall article 26, freedom to manage religious affairs. From 27th keyword, pay taxes, we can recall article number 27, freedom as to payment of taxes for promotion of any particular religion. From 28th keyword, freedom as to attendance at religious instructions, we can recall article number 28, freedom as to attendance at religious instructions or religious worship in certain educational institutions. So all this, what did it ensure? It ensured freedom of religion. Here freedom of religion is the main keyword. From this we can recall the fundamental right to freedom of religion. Under this there are articles from 25 to 28. Now let's go to second segment of the story. First brother attained age 29. At that age, he want to focus on the people at the age who are below 18. Those are nothing but minorities. For them, what is important? Education is most important. So he want to focus on these things. So first brother, at the age of 29, he started protecting the interest of minorities and to establish and administer educational institutions, because he thought it is their cultural and educational rights. Now, first brother, he completed his 20s and he entered 30. After 30 years, like at the age of 31, he started protecting some laws. Let's see those certain laws. Because he's a lawyer, he felt he need to protect some laws for the sake of people. What are those certain laws? Saving of laws providing for the acquisition of estate. This is one of the law. And the next one, validation of certain acts and regulations because some acts remained ineffectual. So, by saving the laws, he is giving effect to certain directive principles by giving effect to the laws. What are directive principles? Directive principles tells about the duties of the state or government. Now let's find the keywords from the story. First brother, what he is doing? He is saving certain laws. Saving certain laws is one of the main keyword. At what age? At the age of 31. So remember this one, even 31 is the keyword. At the age of 31, he is saving of laws providing for the acquisition of estates. So saving of laws providing for the acquisition of estates is 31A keyword. 31A. He is also validating certain acts and regulations because some act remain ineffectual. Here, validation of certain acts and regulations is 31B keyword. 31A keyword, 31B keyword. You need to remember like 31A, 31B, 31C, 31D, but no need of 31D because it is removed or repealed. By doing all this, what first brother is doing, he is giving effect to certain direct principles by giving effect to the laws. Here, giving effect to certain directive principles by giving effect to the laws is 31C keyword. Now let's connect keywords to the articles. At the age of 31, what first brother is doing? He is saving certain laws. From certain laws, we can recall one of the fundamental right, saving of certain laws. From keyword 31A, saving of laws for the acquisition of estates, we can recall the article 31A, saving of laws providing for the acquisition of estates. And from 31B keyword, validation of certain acts and regulations, we can recall the article 31B, validation of certain acts and regulations. And from 31C keyword, by saving the laws, he is giving effect to certain directive principles. We can recall the article 31C, saving of laws giving effect to certain directive principles. This is how we are done with one of the fundamental right, saving of certain laws of article 31 and its subclauses 31A, 31B, 31C. Now one might get doubt, like I didn't explain article 31, but I explained every subclauses 31A to 31D. Because article 31 is repealed, only subclauses 31A, 31B, 31C exist, even 31D is repealed. Now first brother attained age 32. At age 32, he wants people to know what are the remedies if fundamental rights are curtailed, like how can we enforce, and what is the parliament role, how will they modify fundamental rights, and also he want to let people know about legislation too. So at the age of 32, first brother want to make people know about remedies for enforcement of rights, and also he explained people about the power of parliament to modify when application to forces and restriction of these rights when martial law is in force, and also about legislation. So from the story, let's analyze keywords. At age 32, at age 32, 32 is the keyword here. Remedies for the enforcement of rights. He explained people remedies for enforcement of rights. This is 32 keyword. And also he explained power of parliament to modify when application to forces. Here powers of parliament to modify when application to forces is another keyword, that is 33rd keyword. Remedies for enforcement of rights is 32nd keyword, and powers of parliament to modify when application to forces is 33rd keyword. And he also explained people about restriction of these fundamental rights when martial law is in force. Here 34th keyword is restriction of these rights when martial law is in force. And he made people know about the legislation. Here legislation is 35th keyword. In this way, first brother explained all constitutional remedies. Now let's connect keywords to the articles. What did first brother explain? All constitutional remedies, right? So from this we can recall one of the fundamental right to constitutional remedies. From 32nd keyword we can recall article remedies for enforcement of rights conferred by this part. From the 32nd keyword remedies for enforcement of rights we can recall article 32 remedies for enforcement of rights conferred by this part. And from the keyword 33 power of parliament to modify the rights to forces, from this we can recall article number 33 powers of parliament to modify the rights conferred by this part in their application to forces, etc. And from 34th keyword restriction of these rights when martial law is in force, we can recall article number 34 restriction of these rights conferred by this part while martial law is in force in any area. And from 35th keyword legislation, we can recall article number 35 legislation to give effect to the provisions of this part. This is how we are done with one of the fundamental right to constitutional remedies from article 32 to 35. This is how we are done with the part 3 of the constitution, fundamental rights, from article 12 to 35. Hope you liked it and I made it easy for you in the form of story. If you like it, please share to your friends too, so it will be helpful for them. Also don't forget to subscribe and press bell icon. Many are complaining that they are not getting notifications. You need to press the bell icon.